Equality is not as easy as some people imagine. It's not just about treating everybody the same. An organisation like EDF brings together people who do think about these things and translates their thinking into practice.
We've got 40 years worth of equalities legislation in this country, going right back to the Equal Pay Act. We've got the legislation in place, but the practice hasn't followed it.
We work together so that we can learn from each other, but also that we can speak with a common voice on issues of shared concern. We think there's still a really strong case for better practice on equality and diversity. It's a benefit for businesses rather than a cost. Many organisations recognise the benefits that come from better equality and diversity practice.
We're talking about diversity in the workplace. The energy was definitely there right from the beginning. We had excellent speakers, an excellent report. It's practical, readable, accessible. Francis presented it really well. And we had over 100 people in that room and everybody stayed on right till the very end.
I read a lot of reports like this. And let's say not all of them are quite as much of a pleasure to read as the one that Francis produced here today.
The people who should read this report include anybody in any kind of organisation, whether it's in education, teaching, running a small business, in a big organisation, in the public or the private sector. There's something in it for everyone because basically everybody's got a role and a responsibility for understanding what this report is about.
It's good that so many people got involved in it, and it's actually going to take a lot of things forward that should have been happening 40 years ago.
The 15 steps right at the end of it, if you implemented those 15 steps, we'd be making progress. We'd be moving forward in a big way.
The challenge we've got is that the diversity agenda is too difficult. It's an add-on, it's not central to what I do.
If you think about something like flexible working, although for you and me it is an individual issue, it's about trying to spend some more time with our families. But for the employer, that's not what they see at all, and quite rightly. They see their company, and whilst they might be willing in principle to try and allow this, they get in a panic because it means having to change, usually, systems.
It's all about cost. Why should I have to pay for it? Where's the gain in it for me? This is all I hear from SMEs.
It's absolutely central to what you do in your business because it's about the people you employ, it's about the people you want to sell your products and services to, and that knowledge is going to give you an economic advantage over your competitors. So getting to know people actually has a bottom line business return.
Each individual has a right to be treated with respect and dignity at work. That's not going to happen if there's some kind of awful prejudice occurring. You need to make sure that systems in workplaces are devised in a way that is inclusive and encouraging and doesn't allow that kind of individual discriminatory behaviour to be the way in which people are managed at work.
Everybody in this room are converts. We all get this. We're agreeing with each other. But we've got to reach out to the people that aren't convinced. We've got to go out and engage with those who are sceptical and who disagree, and engage with them in terms that they understand.
Individual voices are great. I'm all for individualism, but to change things, we have to work together and regard each other as friends and appreciate the differences as being something constructive and wonderful to be valued, not to be feared.
There's a number of ways organisations can be involved in our work. The simplest thing is go to our website, which is www.edf.org.uk, and sign up for our newsletter. It's free, it comes out every fortnight, and it's a really great way of keeping up to date with the developments in equality and human rights that help you do your job better.